Did you know, in psychology, there is a technique you can use to hypnotize someone or a girl, influencing their thoughts and perceptions to change from disliking you to liking you. From initially ignoring you, they can become very caring towards you. From wanting to reject you, they can suddenly want to be close to you. This technique is called fractionation. You might have heard about the fractionation technique in some videos on this channel, or maybe from other channels. But this time, we will delve deeply into fractionation so that you can truly master it and practice it in the real world. Simply put, this technique is used to manipulate a girl's mind so that you can control her feelings, making her obedient to your wishes. Imagine how dangerous it can be if this technique is misused. So I hope you can use it wisely and ethically. The working principle of this technique is very simple. You pull the girl into a state that you have set, then push her out and pull her back in. It's very simple, but its effects are no joke. There are 3 effects a girl will experience that you can create through fractionation: sparking attraction, creating curiosity, and maintaining or even increasing the attraction. You can later choose which effect you want to create for the girl you are targeting. Of course, you can adjust it according to the situation and the resources you have. At the end of the video, I will share a bonus tip on how to use fractionation so you can become a man liked by many people. So it's not just about girls or partners, but also friends, neighbors, family, and even business associates who will be attracted to you. Okay, let's discuss each one in detail, along with how to practice it, and the effects of the fractionation technique. 1. Sparking attraction. Here, you will use fractionation to create a girl's attraction to you, or change her perception of you. Maybe she initially isn't interested in you, but becomes interested. You can feel it when you pursue a girl and try to approach her, but she distances herself and shows signs that she doesn't like you. In such conditions, you can use fractionation. The way to do this is by creating an exciting contrast for the girl. For example, a glass of hot water will feel hotter if you previously drank cold water. Or imagine riding a motorcycle in hot weather, then entering an air-conditioned room. After a few minutes, you go back out into the hot weather. You will feel hotter after leaving the air-conditioned room than before you entered it. Another example, a piece of candy will taste sweeter after drinking a cup of bitter coffee. This is the principle when you want to create an exciting contrast for the girl. The method is to place her into contrasting situations, making her experience 2 opposite feelings. For instance, taking her to a place she doesn't like, then moving to a place she loves. Girls are usually not very comfortable with something extreme or scary. You might plan it like this: take her to watch a horror movie at the cinema, instill fear in her, and then take her to a romantic place for dinner. Or it can also be done through conversation, where you provoke her to talk about something she doesn't like, such as problems at work or her biggest fears, and then encourage her to talk about something she enjoys, like hobbies or achievements. This way, the girl will experience a truly magical hypnotic effect that will benefit you. When you take her to a romantic place for dinner, it's an ordinary thing, and she may have even been there before. But the girl will feel different, happier, because you previously took her to a scary place. Remember the principle of the candy that tastes sweeter after drinking bitter coffee. Similarly, when provoking her to talk about something she likes, it's actually an ordinary thing, and she may have often talked about it with her friends. But she will feel differently, happier, because you previously provoked her to talk about something unpleasant. This contrast effect is what makes a girl suddenly like you or be manipulated into seeing you as a pleasant person. Even at a more advanced stage, she might feel that through you, she can find happiness that she has never experienced before. 2. Creating curiosity. This is obviously no secret. A girl's attraction often arises alongside curiosity when she wants to know something about you, meaning that at that moment, she already has some level of interest in you. This curiosity is what you can create using the fractionation technique. Not only will it make her interested in you, But this curiosity effect can also be used when you see signs that she wants to distance herself or reject your presence. You can use the classic method, show interest in the girl, and then suddenly act aloof. The point is to make the girl feel different sensations, gaining validation from your interest and then losing that validation. When you start acting aloof, she will feel annoyed and upset because the validation she was receiving suddenly disappears. This feeling will make her curious, and she will start to wonder if you actually like her or if you are just playing around. This process of wondering will spark her interest, or if she initially wanted to reject you, she might suddenly start liking you. Because she's trying to find out, she becomes curious and wants to regain the validation you once gave her. If you've always been chasing a girl when she shows signs of wanting to reject you, maybe it's time for you to try this technique. 3. Maintaining and increasing attraction. Here, you use the technique of fractionation to sustain and even enhance the attraction in your relationship. Its functions vary, such as preventing boredom in the relationship or for avoiding the possibility of infidelity. The method is very simple. Combine the effects of steps 1 and 2 we discussed earlier and apply them continuously to your partner. It's like locking the girl into a roller coaster ride, making her experience continuous emotional sensations and avoiding monotonous treatment. For example, if you've been consistently romantic by giving her gifts after work, change that habit by suddenly acting indifferent, not giving any gifts, or rarely acknowledging her. You can also take a slightly more extreme approach by hurting her feelings within reasonable limits, such as reading her messages but not replying. This way, your partner will feel both the first and second effects simultaneously. She will experience an exciting contrast, making your romantic gestures feel more romantic because you had previously acted indifferent. Her curiosity will then emerge, leading to questions about why you suddenly acted indifferent or what you were doing when you didn't reply to her messages. These sensations will maintain and even increase her attraction to you. As promised earlier, I'll share a bonus on how to use fractionation to make others like you, not just women, but also friends, family, and even business partners. Here's an example you might find helpful. Making your future in-laws like you. Use fractionation when talking one-on-one with them. For instance, start by sharing an emotionally intense story, like a near-death experience while hiking. When your future in-law becomes interested and their emotions are engaged, suddenly switch the topic to something lighter, like the weather or your daily work. This will create curiosity in your future in-law. When you see this, continue with your previous story about the hiking experience. What effects arise from this? First, your future in-law will be more interested in you due to the sensation of curiosity. Second, they will experience a pleasant sensation from your story, which seems extraordinary because you place them in a contrasting situation. A piece of candy tastes sweeter after drinking bitter coffee. A story sounds more impressive after hearing a mundane one. All right, that should be enough for now. You should have a good understanding of how to use the fractionation technique before practicing it. That concludes this video. Good luck and happy practicing.